Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It is the 14th of November. Lisa, Scott, Dillon here on this windy start to our morning. Going to jump into the forecast and the wind dying down. I know you'll have all those details for us. I want to remind you, of course, we're live every weekday morning on Facebook, but you can watch it anytime on your feed after that. We also make it into a podcast if that's how you'd like to listen. Go to inform.com/podcast. Look for the Inform Minute. You can also find us on our Inform YouTube channel and, of course, live on air on WDAY every weekday morning from 5 to 7. All right, the house was just a shaking last night thanks to the wind, but
yes,
things are getting better.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as windy this morning as it was late last night. And throughout the rest of the day, we're not going to be a whole lot of wind. Temperatures running up to near 60, so
That's
beautiful
crazy.
day today.
Yeah,
really
it's
nice.
going to be nice.
Get out there and enjoy it. A few clouds though sticking around, but it's a south wind that we had last night that's bringing us the nice day today.
Okay.
Tomorrow mostly sunny, so sun returns. Not as warm, but the temperatures into the middle 50s, and then Thursday we start to cool down.
All right.
So
a couple nicer days here to
Yeah.
enjoy before the cool down.
exactly. Really no big chances of rain, snow. Could have a little bit late Wednesday night into Thursday.
Okay.
Way up to the north, but that's not going to be enough to really impact anything. Other than that, no big storms or anything in the forecast. The only thing is it looks chillier next week, which is to be expected.
Yeah.
Because
It can't be-
Thanksgiving is on your 10-day now.
It is.
Yeah.
It looks a lot chillier than now. About half the temperature. 28 degrees, their current forecast high. But that'll change. It's a long ways away, but
As long
it
as
is definitely looking colder than what it is now.
As long as we can avoid any snowstorms for traveling, we'll be all right.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah,
Which I hope so. So,
Okay.
yep.
Sounds good. Okay, and can you just tell us what, I haven't been downtown for a while. You were live downtown on First News this morning. Things are starting to look like the holiday season a
Yeah,
little
they
bit.
have
yeah.
a lot of their trees all lit up, and then the Christmas tree is a third of it the way assembled. The bottom third is 2/3 is still, as I call it, naked. It doesn't have its like little
naked tree?
bushes. It doesn't have its leaves. So, ice rink is getting set up. Yeah, and they're taking advantage of the nice weather today,
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's you should do at home too. If you got the Christmas lights still in the garage, put those up now while the weather is nice before. As Lisa says, your hands are freezing as you're holding onto the pole. It's
I like to
15
wait
degrees out.
until it's like you're freezing. No, I don't. I don't like that, but that's what I always tend to do. So
Yep.
good point.
Yep, do it now. Do it
Okay.
now. Nobody's going to judge you. Just don't turn them on until
What?
Thanksgiving.
Don't turn them on.
No, if they're up, you gotta
they're-
turn them on.
The
Really?
lights are on in our neighborhood.
Really? I don't turn them on until at least Thanksgiving. I
I
don't
went
have
for a
house,
walk the
but-
other day, and at night someone had a huge Christmas tree all lit up in the
Okay.
Christmas tree's okay.
whatever.
We're talking about big displays outside.
Oh,
Don't
well.
light that up until Thanksgiving.
Get it set up, don't light it up.
Yes.
So Dylan,
Yes, so that's fine.
Okay.
Nobody's going to judge you for that.
all right.
I've been seeing so many more people with their like Christmas trees up like the day
Yes.
after than other years past. And this is the theme, and I heard Lydia say it earlier, if it brings you joy.
It's true.
Then do it.
It's
Brings
true.
you joy. Do
Anything
it.
to bring joy.
Yes.
I love that.
Right,
All right,
exactly.
good stuff. Thank you, Dylan.
Thanks,
Betcha.
Dylan.
Probably no one's going to follow his rules of not lighting up the Christmas
Everyone's going to wait till
displays.
it's too cold, and then you're going to do it, and then you're going to go inside and have some hot Coke or coffee to warm up.
Absolutely.
That's how you do it.
All right, well, right now the pools are open in Grand Forks. They opened at about an hour ago, 7 o'clock. Voters are deciding on a $90 million expansion to the Alara Center. The All True Sports Complex will feature an indoor turf, swimming pool, pickleball courts. The city is asking voters to extend a 0.75% sales tax set to expire in 2029. That will fund that $90 million project. Like I said, polls already open. They'll be open until 7 tonight at the Alara Center. If you have an absentee ballot, you can drop that off at the Grand Forks County Office Building. That's right across from the courthouse. And be sure to tune in tonight on WDAY News. We'll be tracking the results of
Yeah,
that.
of course. All right, new this morning, the NDSU Senate faculty says it will not be taking up a possible no confidence vote in President David Cook's administration. The vote was requested by a former Senate faculty member over the administration's handling of women leaders on campus. The criticism came after the termination of the Faculty Affairs and Equity Provost back in September. We covered that pretty extensively on First News. NDSU's Senate faculty voted last night in a 2/3 majority to pass a motion to throw out that discussion of a no confidence vote. Cook then, of course, thanked the Senate for their decision. If you want to read more about that whole story and what exactly all kind of transpired there, head over to inform.com. You can check it out there.
New this morning, we know one person is dead after a crash between a van and a combine. It happened yesterday afternoon on Highway 66 near Eglin, which is about an hour north of Devil's Lake. The North Dakota Highway Patrol tells us the combine and the van were headed in opposite directions when the van smashed into the header of the combine. The driver of the van was killed. The driver of the combine was not hurt. That crash is still under investigation.
All right, today, nurses in Bismarck are expected to go on a picket line in response to concerns they have with current contract negotiations. Nurses at CHI St. Alexius have planned an informal picket for this afternoon outside of the hospital there. The nurses want hospital management to address concerns with patient care, staffing retention, and wages, which they have so far been unable to do to this point. The demonstration taking place from about 4:30 to 8:30 tonight, and apparently it's not going to affect the hospital because those nurses won't actually be walking off the job to participate.
This morning, more than 500 women will show their support for changing the lives of our local children living in poverty. The United Way Luncheon and Silent Auction is happening this morning. It's put on by the Women United Leadership Team. It starts at 10:30 this morning at the Delta by Marriott in Fargo. If you haven't registered, registration is closed, so that's a bummer, but you can still support the cause. You can check out the silent auction items and bid as well from wherever you are. Just go to unitedwaycastclay.org. Very easy, pops up right here, says bid here. You can check out those items. That does close. The auction closes at about 10 to 1 this afternoon.
All righty. Disney on Ice is returning to the Fargo Dome this winter, and starting today, you can get your tickets if you have kids that want to go, or you want to go yourself. You can go get those online
Disney's
today.
for all ages, right?
That's true. That's true. Usually, I probably say it's geared towards the kids, but
right?
you know,
You know.
some people might love going.
Kids of all ages.
Do whatever brings you joy.
There
Exactly.
we go.
So
That's our theme today.
today, those tickets go on sale 10 o'clock this morning. There's going to be several shows. Disney on Ice will be in Fargo March 7th through the 10th. So go get your tickets today.
Today, new House Speaker Mike Johnson is aiming to vote on a bill to keep the federal government funded through the holiday season. It's actually the third shutdown deadline Congress has had to deal with this year. Also, though, this is a big headline. It's the first major vote in Johnson's time as Speaker. Congress has until Friday, the clock is ticking, 11:59 Friday to get a deal across the finish line to avoid a shutdown. Johnson's bill does not propose any spending cuts or policy provisions. However, some Republicans have already said they won't support it. Johnson, however, is hoping to get some support across the aisle to get it crossed. If he does, it will then go on to the Senate.
And of course, a lot of ripple effects from that whole shutdown thing. So we'll continue to follow all that and how it affects holiday travel potentially as well.
Big story.
Hot Mic today with Don Mizzo. You can watch it from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and Inform.com. On the show today, it's a must-win game for Northern Iowa as they host the Bison this weekend. Kyle Emanuel joins the show, takes a closer look at the Panthers. Plus, MSU Moorhead just put on the finishing touches on a seven-win season. Steve Lockway joins the show. Tell us why there was such a turnaround this fall. You can watch it all on WDAY Extra and Inform.com from 9 to 11 this morning.
And get your Inform.com subscription if you don't have it yet. 99 cents a month for your first 3 months. It's a great deal. Just go to Inform.com/subscribe to check it out.
And then join us on air the rest of the day for your latest news and weather headlines. You can do that at 11, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. And we'll be back with First News tomorrow morning from 5 to 7.
Have a great day, everyone.